Hello, welcome to another episode of Black Ice 73. I'm Black 73. When you come in, make sure you subscribe, like, hit the notification bell so you can get the updates, and hit the share button. This news right here is a little bit local. This, happened in the Muscogee County, Georgia, and it about six young people charged with murder of a dude named Cross Henderson. According to the police, they saying Cross got shot because those six were coming there to try to rob him. And he ran upstairs and told his mama to call 911, but he got shot once in the back. And the people who robbed him, allegedly robbed him, said they took money and weed, marijuana. And according to a reporter, I think they said, a reporter asked, was Carl Henderson was a drug dealer? And the police said it's under investigation. Instead of this being a robbery, it could have been a drug deal gone bad. But the police said they found the suspect with the money and the weed in the house. So if Henderson was a drug dealer, they found drugs in the house, and they said the drugs allegedly came from the house. Isn't it a law in Georgia that the house supposed to be taken from the family? Because they could have said the house was obtained by illegal drug money. We'll find out later on another update. I think we'll find out. Might be a year. But here goes some audio. Let me turn it down because I think a commercial gonna come up first. Yep. Soon after the commercial, I'll play the audio. I know they want to get paid for their done things. So I'm gonna watch it, but I ain't gonna get to y'all. You about to end. Here it come.
Referring to in that demand that we heard there.
Barbara, what we know is that police collected a large amount of money, cell phones, and marijuana from the suspects, all allegedly stolen from inside the Upatoi home the night Cross Henderson was murdered. Sion English, Anthony Foster, Teronius Williams, LaQuain Kindred, Mercedes Kraft, and a female juvenile are all charged with murder for the death of 21-year-old Cross Henderson.
So identification, which does go to probable cause, at this point is solely based on witness statements, correct?
And
co-defendant statements.
Lead Detective Sherman Hayes says Henderson and 5 friends were in his mother's backyard in Upatoi when 5 suspects approached them at gunpoint. Henderson was reportedly separated, taken inside. The others were forced on the ground, face down.
Mr. Henderson fears for his life and makes an attempt to flee up the stairs to the residence. He screams for his mother to call 911, and the suspect follows him up the stairs and fires one shot, striking Mr. Henderson.
Hayes says the suspects told Henderson's mother to, quote, give it up. Just a few moments later, police say the suspects leave the home with backpacks, allegedly filled with money, cell phones, and weed. Defense attorneys say with what little they learned in court, there are a lot of unanswered questions.
We submit he didn't go on what he just did.
And through your investigation, you did learn that Mr. English was living and working in Atlanta at this time, correct?
Testimony reveals a gang called FNG, or Finesse Gang, played a role in the home invasion, as did the drugs now sitting in evidence. Detectives say FNG has been involved in numerous crimes, including homicide, over the past few years.
Listen, as far as I'm concerned, that was just irrelevant information. If you look at the warrants or even the charges that they were on this morning, there was nothing about any gang.
With the new initiatives to reduce gun and gang violence in the community, gang involvement in this case could mean stricter sentences for the suspects if found guilty. This investigation is still active, and police say some of the witnesses are receiving threats, so it may take some time to get all the puzzle pieces together in this case. All six suspects are pleading not guilty. Their cases head over to Superior Court. Reporting live in Columbus, Samantha Sorbin for WTVM News Leader 9.
Lots of information involved in this case.
To be honest with you, I've been living in Columbus for 19 years. And I never heard of this finesse game, this FNG. I guess because I don't be out in the street or nothing. I don't be hanging out. But I never heard of that game. And they're not calling this a drug deal going bad, or they're not calling they're not calling Henderson a drug dealer. But the people who allegedly robbed him had to know he was a drug dealer, because it's not a random home they chose and just end up going to the house saying, "Give it up, give me the weed, give me the money." But the 6 people said they pleaded not guilty, you know. But and then they didn't release the juvenile name, but they said she's too young. But I could swear I was looking at the first 48, and this young dude who was charged with murder, he was at 14. They released the name, had his picture all over the camera. But I think she's a Caucasian white female, so it might be a different law. But here goes some of the article right here. Before I give my own take on this, what happened. They said Columbus police are revealing what happened inside the Upatoi home on the night of the home invasion turned into murder. That's a detail from the court Tuesday revealed the suspect, the man crossed Henderson and his mother to give it up. Police collected money, cell phone, and large amount of marijuana from the suspect, which was allegedly taken from the Upatoi home the night Henderson was murdered. I'm gonna use their last name because some of these names is not in the Western dictionary. Huh? I'm gonna try to say it. It says, oh no, I just go by the last name. English. The other name Anthony Foster. Last name Williams. Hush. Last name Kendall and last name Kraft. And a female juvenile are charged with murder from the death of Henderson. So the identification, which does go to probable cause at this point, is solely based on witness statement correct. The co-defendant statement as defense attorney Jennifer Curry. Lead Detective Sherman Hayes said Henderson and 5 friends was in his mother's backyard in Upatoi when 5 suspects approached them at gunpoint. Henderson was also reported separated and taken inside. The other was forced on the ground face down. Said Mr. Henderson feared for his life and made the attempt to flee up the stairs of the residence. Though Hayes said he screamed for his mother to call 911, and the suspect followed him upstairs and fired 1 shot, striking Mr. Henderson. Hayes said the suspect told Henderson's mother, "Give it up." Just a few moments later, police said the suspect left the home with the backpack allegedly filled with money, cell phone, and weed. This defense attorney said with what little they learned in the court, there are a lot of unanswered questions. They quote, "We submit, we didn't go in the home," said Mark Shedden of his client, Laquina Kindred. He just didn't. She said Laquina, I think her name Laquina. It's spelled Laqwane. She said she didn't go inside the home. And through your investigation, you did learn that Mr. English was living and working in Atlanta at this time, correct? Curry asked in regard to her client. It's like Sing Union English. It's Ceuion. Look like Sing Union. They said the testimony revealed a game called FNG, or finesse game, played a role in the home invasion, as did the drugs now sitting in evidence. Detectives said the FNG has been involved in numerous crimes, including homicides over the past few years. They quote, "Listen, as far as I'm concerned, that was just irrelevant information," said lawyer Mr. Thomas, who is representing Mr. Williams. "If you look at the warrant or even the charge that we were on there this morning, there was never any game." They said with the new reduce gun and gang violence in the community, the new initiative to reduce gun and gang violence in the community, gang involvement in this case could mean stricter sentence for the suspect if found guilty. They can hit them with the RICO Act. This is the gang members. They can hit them with the RICO Act, and they can take down. And then they can take down any people in the gang, any people who affiliate with the FNG. They do a RICO Act. They can take them down because they say you're part of a criminal enterprise. And so this investigation is still active, and with many witnesses receive threats, according to the police. It may take some time to get all the puzzling pieces together. It's all suspects are pleading not guilty and heading to Supreme Court. That was the end of that article. Now it's my turn. Do you believe? I don't know. If they were growing, no, they weren't growing medical marijuana because it's illegal in Georgia to grow medical marijuana. Even though they passed a bill saying that you can take medical marijuana, but then at the same time they say you can't have no medical marijuana delivered to you in Georgia. So I understand why they passed the medical marijuana law. That's a weird thing. But it's Henderson. They never once said Henderson was a drug dealer or his mother. But they put money, cell phones, and weed as evidence. In Georgia, remember, in Georgia, it's illegal to have weed. Just illegal. I don't exclamation point. Call you period. That just sounds silly. I know people been using period for years, but now they time it's a city girl thing. Yeah. But yeah, in Georgia, it's illegal to have weed, smoke weed, or anything. So if they're gonna use that as evidence, I think they're gonna go after. They're on the right. They're gonna say, "Hey, Cross was a drug dealer. They were paying their bill by drug dealer money. They're gonna take the house." Mm. But if you are a drug dealer, and you have customers like that, why you have a gun on you? Or your friend had guns on them? As they say up there in Chicago, you shouldn't get caught lacking. You're gonna live by that law. If you're gonna live by that life, you should always be armed or something. Man. But I know I read one article was saying that the suspects had their face was covered and all that kind of stuff. And if their face was covered, how in the world they've been identified? Unless all of them people knew them personally. Don't deal with them personally. So, even though Cross allegedly might have been a drug dealer, That still didn't get him right to shoot him in the back. And plus, Prosser never ran. You know, that hindsight 2020. You know, I can say that now. He should never ran, but maybe he wasn't just running for his mom to call 911. Maybe he was trying to run to his weapon. And the person panicked, shot him in the back. But that's not an excuse. The only thing I don't like about some of these laws, even though you didn't commit the murder or not in the same room as the murder was committed, that they charge the people with murder just because they were, whipped them. Because they came together, they charge them with murder too. I think that one part of the law need to be changed. I know most of the time when they do that, they get it to get other people to flip on the other people. Just as they call it in the street, they get the other person to snitch on the other person. But I don't call it snitching. I call it, using common sense. But you won't have to serve out on doing years. That's just me. But I ain't about that life though, so I don't know the rules, the criminal rules. But them people, it's a great chance that out of 6 people, that somebody gonna tell on the other person, just to try to say they behind. If they don't tell if they don't tell at first, the lawyer gonna make it seem like, hey, this person just said that he ain't had nothing to do with it, but he said you were with it. Like, no, that wasn't me. Oh, well, boy, who pulled that trigger? No, I'm gonna be a witness too. So that's how they get you. But them many people, they're gonna get somebody to flip on them. Cause that just happened. I think it was 2018 down here. It was 3 guys. I think it was 3 guys or 4 guys. It was 4 guys, I think. And 3 of them pleaded guilty. And they ended up being a witness for the darn prosecutor. Cause one of them said he ain't pleading guilty. And he got sentenced the most who didn't plead guilty. So it happened before. And then most of these darn lawyers are court ordered lawyers. And a lot of them just don't even want to go to court. They don't even want to go to court. They just want to say, hey man, this the deal they offering, this what you need to sign, because you go to court, you're gonna get this right here. So if I plead, take them done 15 years, come back, you'll still be young, you'll be like 36 or something like that. So, you still have time to start life over. And then they're telling like if you don't take it, you might get life in prison, or you might get put on death row because they can charge you with kidnapping because y'all had the other friends downstairs laying face first. Oh yeah, in that article they didn't mention it, but that the friend was saying they got pistol whipped and got punched in the face when they were being held. When they were held, because they said they were telling people don't look up. And every time one of the friends looked up, they punch him in the face, or scrack him or something. So they're gonna say, yeah, we can get you for assault with a deadly weapon, kidnapping because y'all want to let them leave, get you with murder. So we can give you, even though you wasn't trigger person, but you were with them in the commission of the crime, you can get life in prison, or you can take 15 years and you testify against the trigger man. What you'll do? You'll go ahead and take them 15 years, especially just 20, 21. The other child is like 15 or something like that, and 117, the 2 girls. You know that shit. I'm gonna testify. I'm gonna testify. And then you better done. If you are part of the gang, you better just say, "Hey, I ain't part of that gang. I'm just dating one of them. I just came. They told me you just going out here and buy some weed. They ain't tell me we're gonna hit somebody and go ahead and shoot them." So yeah, 6 people. They guaranteed 3 gonna flip. It's guaranteed. 'Cause I know I'm glad it's not my daughter, and my daughter hang with people like that. But I know if my daughter, I go in and tell her, say, hey girl, don't be stupid. You better go in there and say, hey, uh, I was just with them. I'm willing to scrap up a deal. Or pay the bill and do like Harriet Tubman. Have my daughter going to the Moselle, Underground Railroad. Ship to state to state. I'm telling you. But yeah, I'm just getting y'all a report on they call them the Upatoi sits. Or maybe I'm the only one calling the Upatoi sit. Mm. Yeah, I just received a text message. I had applied for going to a school, but I changed my mind going. I got lazy. At the time, I was ready to go to school. Then I'm like, no, I'm gonna go ahead and chill. I don't feel like working on nobody AC. Yeah, but thank you for watching this video. You know, the people in Upatoi, the 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 Henderson mom, you know, I don't know what they're gonna happen to y'all, man. If y'all found guilty as being a drug dealer too. So everybody might mess around and get some time. But they said they're gonna investigate it just a little bit more. And you know, they say the investigation is not over. So the Henderson, y'all might get charged with drug dealing. And the Upatoi sits, y'all definitely gonna get charged with murder. It's just gonna depend on which of the sits gonna turn state witness. All right, thanks for watching the video. I know most of y'all might don't even know nothing about Upatoi, Georgia, but it's a big case down here, and sometimes you got to report on local stuff. Like I'm gonna come back. You might forgot when I did that report on the two grandparents and the daughter who locked the children up in cages down there in Smith Station, Alabama. I got some details to tell you on that crap. It's so bizarre. It's good to be a Caucasian. I'm letting you know. It's good to be a Caucasian. Thank you for watching the video. Share. Hit the notification button. Hit the like. Hit the dislike. You know. I don't care. Now I get back with you all. Talk to you in a little bit.